Namaste, my yoga community. It's so good to see you. I hope everybody's doing well, taking care of yourselves. Today I thought I'd offer a short practice on the floor to take us through the chakras. That's my favorite way of approaching body-mind health, is to work through the centers of energy along the central Sushumna canal. We'll start low in the body and then we'll move up. Muladhara is the first chakra at the base of the spine. Second chakra here at the low belly is Svadhisthana, own standing center. Third chakra here at the belly is called a Manipura, meaning lustrous, shining gem like a sun. Its quality is fire. Here at the heart center we have Anahata, the heart opening center, element of air. Throat, Vishuddha, meaning truth. Ether is its element. Between the eyebrows we have Ajna Chakra. This is even beyond rarefied air, out into the ethers. And the crown of the head is called Sahasrara. And each chakra vibrates a little faster. These centers of energy correspond to certain of our glands and organs. The base chakra, Muladhara, is vibrating the slowest. Its color frequency is like red or maroon, blood color, even brown. Second chakra here at the low belly, Svadhisthana, is amped up a little bit more, color more like orange. Third chakra at the belly, Manipura, is golden, yellow. At the chest, light green, like spring green. At the throat, we have the frequency of the color blue, like a sky blue. Between the eyebrows, we have the frequency at Ajna of indigo, dark blue, navy blue, sapphire blue. Crown of the head, Sahasrara, would be violet color, and even beyond the crown of the head, about 12 inches above the head, white light. Each chakra is not like a disc, not like a plate, but more like a sphere rotating. Each one rotates opposite of the one above and below it. So you might be able to sense with your hands which way the chakra is spinning. There's lots of information about the chakras. If they're not seeming to spin at all, a good place to start would be below that chakra and move up into it. So today we're going to move low in the body first and move up to the crown of the head. I invite you to come onto your back, onto the floor. And come into Shavasana. Let's start to sense your breathing. Bringing your awareness right to the rims of your nostrils, just feeling the breath moving in and out through your nose. Relax your tongue, your jaw, your eyes. Taking the inhale to the top, following the exhale to the bottom, so you're not really pushing the breath. You're more like riding the breath. Noticing how long it takes to inhale and how long it takes to exhale. Maybe count it out in seconds or heartbeats. Maybe adding a second to the length of your breaths and starting to modulate your breath so your inhales and exhales are about the same length. Inhale to the top of the breath, and if it feels easy and safe for you, pause here. Just retain the breath for about half the length of that inhale. And then exhale, let it spill up and out, all the way out until you're empty. And hold the breath out for, again, about half the length of the exhale. So your breath now takes on the shape of a rectangle with two long sides and two short sides. Inhale, pause. Exhale, pause. One more cycle with those little pauses, kumbakas. The ancient writings on yoga say enlightenment happens in the gap. So let yourself fall into those gaps between the breaths. A chance to restart, rethink, remove, renew, recommit. Let's do one more cycle with the kumbakas. And then moving your breath back to a circular shape with no pauses. We'll move into our first posture for Muladhara, Earth Chakra. Following your breath, bring the right knee to your chest. Interlace your fingers around the front of your knee. If you've done this a million times, your challenge is to make this fresh, make it novel. Notice something different. On the exhale, you're drawing your right knee toward your chest to the end of the exhale, through your nostrils always. On the inhale, allowing the knee to float out. So the direction is not just in on the exhale, but down and back with the head of the bone. Inhale, ease it out. So every time you come in, you're just touching the edge of your resistance and inhaling, easing out. If holding the front of the knee is not easy for you, just hold behind the knee or even clasping the sides of your pants. So we move in and out maybe about 8 cycles.
And once you get toward the very final range of your motion, you might give it a little toggle, give that bone a little toggle in the joint, or circle the thigh bone. Not very far out to the side, just stay right toward the center of the joint as much as you can. You're giving your ascending colon here a good squeezy soak to help aid your process of digestion and elimination. On the inhale, you're releasing out, out, out on the inhale. Come back to Shavasana, close your eyes, puddle out, and be with the change. Be with what's new on the right side. Taking a few breaths here to own it, to own the change, to let it become embodied. You may, as you let go, notice a little enlivening, a little twinkling, a little tingling at the base of your spine, pelvic floor. You might liken that to an awakening of that first chakra, wake-up call, and an enlivening of that first chakra. On the exhale, bringing your left leg in, again, clasp as ever you're capable or wherever you can reach. On the exhale, draw the knee in. Again, the bone goes down and back in the joint, and then ease up. Every exhale when you come in, it might be a little bit deeper, it might be a little bit different. Inhale out, exhale in. Giving the descending colon a good squeeze, soak. Slow it down. And then once you reach your final edge, you might want to toggle a little bit, rock into that joint, spread some synovial fluid around. If you feel something especially chunky or sharp or sensitive, you might want to stay there a little bit longer, give it a little more of your attention. On the inhale, release out, come out nice and slowly, open your palms, really let go so the energy begins to spiral out from that first energy center at the base of the spine. It's about Muladhara in male and female bodies is situated a little differently. But to suffice to say, right in the middle of the perineum, pelvic floor, up into the body a little bit. And affirming to yourself, I am grounded, I am earthed, I'm stable, I'm dependable, I create my firm foundation within myself. Exhale, bring both knees into your chest, one at a time. Take a yoga strap if you have one. You can use an old necktie, bathrobe tie. Bring your knees into your chest, Lift your legs up. I want to put the strap right on the balls of the feet so the heels are high and the toes are drawn down. Hold your strap up high so your arms are straight. If you bend your elbows, it'll tense your shoulders. So arms straight, and then just rotate your wrists with your hands on the strap. Rotate your wrists. Put the strap around the knuckles, not your fingers. Shoulders down and back. Lift your heart. Anchor your sacrum. Find your breath. On the inhale, extend up through your heels. And on the exhale, draw your feet toward your face a little bit. Inhale, extend. Exhale, come in. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, move in. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, move in. Wrap your strap a little more if your elbows have started to bend. Every exhale, testing the edge. Yoga is a body-mind practice. So using this posture now to imagine that anything that's been held from the backs of your heels to the backs of your calves, knees, thighs, back of your buttocks, back of your waist, back of your torso, back of your neck, back of your head, representing what's behind you, is now letting go and affirming, I am letting go of what's behind me. I am letting go of what's behind me. On the inhale, release your legs out. Long inhale, remove your strap. Take a cleansing breath with your legs up. And then exhale, just fold the knees into your chest. Draw your knees in. Inhale, set your feet down. Slide your legs out long. Open your palms and release. Taking a few breaths here to further receive the benefits of mind, body. First chakra, Muladhara, earth center, grounded, stable, rooted, imagining long roots out through the soles of your feet. Firm, upright, able to stand up for yourself, able to stand on your own 2 feet. Tall. On your exhale now, moving towards second chakra, Svadhisthana. Walk the feet in, and then bring the right knee toward your chest. Let's just circle that right thigh bone. Feel the head of the thigh bone? It's about as big as a cue ball maybe, and white. Beautiful round ball of bone that rotates in that socket easily. The more you move it, the more you're going to be able to move it. On the inhale, take the knee way over to the right and let it fall. Reach with your left hand across your body. Get your right foot and just rock a few times left and right to lubricate and warm it up. Then we'll bring the outside of your right heel on top of your left thigh, lifting your left leg. Interlace your fingers either behind your knee or in front of your knee, or if you cannot reach your knee very well, then a strap works behind the knee or in front of the knee, but do be careful that you have it below the kneecap. On the exhale, draw the right or the left knee toward your chest on the exhale. Inhale out, exhale in, inhale out. You might notice I'm turning that bone in the joint a little bit. Not very much. So I'm using my left thigh bone as a steering mechanism to work into my right hip. Exhale in, inhale out. Second chakra, Svadhisthana, means own standing center. This is the center of gravity, center of balance. Also, like a second brain, it reads people and places and situations, giving you a gut feel about what's happening instantaneously, always truthfully, like a little Geiger counter that warns you if things aren't quite right. Once you get that warmed up, come right to the final edge and just stay here for maybe 3 or 4 rounds of breath and see what happens. And on the inhale, release, setting your left foot down, setting your right foot down, slide your legs out straight, open your palms, let your eyes drop back into their eye sockets. Feel the difference between the right low belly and the left low belly. This posture will activate or energize the reproductive organs, prostate in the male body, ovaries in the female body, also in the back body, behind those organs, the sciatic nerve on the right side. Right kidney gets a massage, small intestine. This is a creative center and center of joy and pleasure, beauty, and water. Its element is water. Walking in, bringing the left knee to your chest, circle it around with your breath. Big circles. Try both ways so you know what's going on in there. Paying close attention to how it feels. If there's something interesting, hang out with it a little bit. Give it a little more of your attention, a little more rubbing over it or rocking over it. Taking your right hand now, reach for your left foot, bring it in toward your belly button. Give it a little rotation here with your breath. And then laying your left outer heel on top of your right thigh, down by the knee, and bringing the knee in. So you could come up higher on the thigh, but you're not going to access second chakra as efficiently as if you bring your foot down by your knee. On the exhale, we're reaching left hand between the legs to wrap 2 hands around either the back or the front of the knee or using the strap. Drop your shoulders back down, find your breath, and on the exhale, draw the knee in a little, inhale out. Exhale, draw the knee in a little, inhale out. And you know what you're feeling in that hip. So go toward where it's tender. Rather than avoid it, know that your body is trying to give you some information about where you need to put your attention and your energy. Second chakra's element is water. Its soothed and appeased by water. So if you can't be in the water, in a lake, in the ocean, a bubble bath will do, a shower, or a fountain in your home. Second chakra helps us flow, keeps us agile, graceful, adaptable, resilient. Give it a little rock, finally at the very final edge, right on the hot spot. Opening yourself up to pleasure. On the inhale, set your right foot down, set your left foot down, slide your legs out, and receive that balance, adaptability, resilience. I am flowing, I am easy, I go with the flow. Knowing when to move quickly, to respond fast, knowing when to slow down, let things unfold. Be mindful of how much pleasure you're allowing in your life, and make room for pleasure, make room for art, beauty, nature, warm friendships, sexuality, good food, anything that makes you smile, give it to yourself. Candace Pert, one of my favorite scientists, says that we are hardwired for pleasure, and if we don't allow ourselves pleasure, we begin to shrivel up as human beings. Exhale, bring your knees to your chest. Let's circle the knees wide apart on the inhale. Exhale, back in. Wide apart. Exhale, back in. We're going to go to the third chakra now, Manipura. We're going to start always. You'll notice that I start always on the right side. There's a reason for everything in yoga. None of it is random. We start on the right side because the flow of digested food through your body comes from the small intestine into the large intestine, the colon, moving up the right side first, then across the transverse colon, and then down the left side. So we want that energy to be enhanced through our practice, to go up, over, down, up, over, down. So we start on the right side to enhance that movement. Bring your knees to your chest. We'll open the right side first in this twist, Jatara Parivritanasana. Bring the arms out about like a T shape. They can be shoulder height or a little below the shoulders. Lift your shins so that they're parallel to the ceiling and floor. And on the exhale, rotate to the left, bringing your legs in front of you so you can see your toes out in front of you, beyond your knees. On the inhale, bring your head to center, and then exhale, turn your face to the right any amount. There is a little shoulder adjustment you can try here. You press your left elbow down, fist toward the ceiling or the sky, and as you press down with your elbow, your shoulder will lift, scooch it to the left, and then lay the left arm back down. The right knee is back farther than the left knee here. We're not trying to keep them even. We want the sacrum to be able to move, so we create a little asymmetry in the sacrum by letting the right knee fall back, and your face to the right. And then just breathe this. Let your right side body lengthen from your right armpit to your right shoulder, right fingers to your right armpit, to your right shoulder, to your right waist, to your right hip, from your hip to your knee, the whole right side body getting a little longer. You may choose to put your left hand on your right knee to anchor it down a little more, but don't push on it because that'll tighten your shoulder. Let's take about 6 or 8 breaths here, falling through the earth. Inhale your face to the center. Take your left hand between your knees. We're only going to pick up the top knee, the right one. Bring it up. Give it to your right hand. Secure it. Then go back and get your left knee. Bring it up. That puts you on your back easily without using back muscles. Place your feet on the floor. Slide your legs out straight. Close your eyes and feel what's happened on the right side. Jatara Parivritanasana means rotated stomach pose. This is a great enhancement for your digestion. And when you've broken apart and broken down everything that you've input so that it can be distributed throughout your body to be used where you need those molecules, you are empowered. When that fire center here at the low belly is aflame and hot and aiding the digestion, you're empowered. Exhale, walk the feet in. And lift the shins parallel to the earth. Turn your face left. Take your legs on the exhale to the right. Make sure that your toes are visible beyond your knees. Again, you can use your right elbow on the floor to press and rotate and get that back flatter on the floor. The right hand may rest on the left knee. And let's take about 6 or 8 breaths here. You can enhance the fire, the flame, by drawing your belly into your back as you exhale. And inhale, soften your belly. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, soften. Like squeezing and soaking a cloth underwater, lifting it out, wringing it, put it underwater, soak it, lift it up, wring it out. When we've digested everything we've input, we're empowered. And that means not just what you ate and drank, but what happened to you. Digesting what happened. So that you can use all the meaty bits of what happened to you for empowerment and letting go what is toxic, poisonous, or simply not useful. Bring your right hand between your knees. On the inhale, bring your left knee up first. Clasp it. Go back, get your right knee, bring it up. Head on straight. On the inhale, set your feet down, slide your legs long, open your palms, close your eyes. Feel the flame of Manipura around your navel center, that yellow glow like a shield, keeping you safe, keeping your power within, so that it's power to rather than power over. Power to. We'll move the energy up to the heart center now. Take a block or a book. Walk your feet in. Cross your 2 feet to the floor. Lift your hips up and slide the block at any height under your hips. Make sure it's under your sacrum. It's not up here on your waist. That's not going to feel good. So down by your tailbone, chin is down, shoulders back, palms open to rotate the armpits open. You can choose any variation here in your Setu Bandhasana, your low bridge pose. The idea is to open the heart center, so what heat you've gained here now flows and opens into the heart center, opening the heart. Heat rises, so that opening, the warming of the heart starts here, and this fire center starts its activation below in the water center, and its activation starts below that in the earth center. So we work from the bottom up and bringing light and energy into the heart center. Lift into your heart. Bringing warmth, expansiveness, peace into your heart, love into your heart, all the way into the back door of your heart, the upper back. Often feelings get shoved into the back. And when there's no heat rising from your empowerment center, heart center grows cold. We get cold-hearted, embittered. So breathe that warmth from third chakra up into your heart center. Warm your heart, open your heart. Anahata, green, like spring green. The green of renewal and rebirth. Move the energy now into the throat center, lifting knees up one at a time, and then extend your legs toward the sky. They can be bent if that's better for you. Here we have more power in that downward flow of energy from the legs into the lymph glands in the groin creases, and then flowing through the body into the lymph glands at the armpits, and then into the lymph glands at the neck and throat. So this posture, Vaparita Karani, it's called doing nothing pose. It's very, very enhancing to the lymphatic system to help regulate your body's hormonal changes and also to boost your immunity. The energy here is flowing into the throat, which Vishuddha is blue at the throat. It's rarefied air or ether. It's vibrating faster than all of the lower chakras. It's called truth because it identifies you. The center at your throat identifies you through fingerprints, from throat to shoulders to arms to hands to fingertips. Fingerprints identify you. Your voice identifies you. Your words identify you. Your lip prints identify you. Your irises identify you. Your handwriting identifies you. The art that you make, the music you make identifies you. Everything you author comes from this center, Vishuddha, your truth. Your real art comes from what you make rather than what you copy. Authenticity. Truth. And then coming down, bend your knees on the exhale. Inhale, lower your feet. Exhale, weight. Inhale, press, lift your hips. Slide your block out. And walk your shoulders wide apart. Roll your spine down, one vertebra at a time. Settle. Slide your legs out straight again. Feel that beautiful blue opening of the throat. I am. As Popeye says, I am what I am. We'll come up to the forehead chakra now, the third eye chakra. And the crown of the head. Third eye is called Ajna. It's spelled Ajna, so often mispronounced Ajna. Walking your feet in, take your hands and place them underneath your hips with the palms down, and then take your legs back out. I'm going to come into fish pose. So extend your fingers down toward your heels as far as you can. Press with your elbows to lift your chest and take your head back. Get on the crown of your head as high as you can. Look up toward your third eye. And breathe. The weight should be on your elbows, not your head. Press down with your tail. Press down with your heels. Breathe into your heart. And inhale, slide your head out, open your palms. Paddle back to the earth. Notice how you feel between your eyebrows, your third eye. That color indigo, like a blue sapphire. Center of vision. Vishuddha is throat. Ajna is vision. Insight, clarity. Mindfulness. Wisdom. Bring your attention to the crown of your head now, the violet light center, Sahasrara, said to fit over the crown of the head like a lotus blossom with 1,000 petals wrapping the head. This is at the fontanelle, the baby soft spot, where the soul is said to enter the human body. You're tethered to heaven. A connection to your source. Bringing your attention back down through your body's chakras or energy centers, crown of the head, Sahasrara, violet, between the eyebrows, Ajna, indigo, throat center, Vishuddha, truth, blue, Anahata at the heart center, fresh green. At the navel center, golden yellow, warm, power, fire. The low belly, Svadhisthana, orange, creation, pleasure, balance, flow, water, the tip of the tail, Manipura, Muladhara, earth, groundedness, stability, dependability, earthed, embodied.
I invite you to stay in Shavasana for as long as it feels appropriate for you at this time. Thank you for practicing with me. I look forward to being here with you again soon. Namaste. I'm going to ring us out. Be well, blessed be.